Okay guys, this is Dave from Dave's LFC Chats on YouTube, on X and on Instagram at Dave's LFC Chat, Liverpool fan channel extraordinaire. Going to do a little chat, of course, about the big Super Sunday game at Anfield. This Sunday, Tottenham Hotspur are the visitors to Anfield, and I, for one, cannot wait. Only 3 league games left for Liverpool, 2 home, 1 away. Champions League in the bag, Carabao Cup in the bag. Could have been more, should have been more. We'll have a little chat about that. We'll talk about Spurs for Chris Cowell and my own mate as well. And let's see where it takes us. But as I say, it's been an unusual season for Liverpool. Up till only a few weeks ago, we just... historic quad on the cards. We're in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, quarterfinals of the Europa League. We're on top of the league at one stage, and of course, we did Carabao Cup earlier in the season in the bag too. It all was crazy because Klopp coming out early in the year saying that he was leaving. I mean, that was a huge shock. That was really left field. We did not expect that. We had to react to it. I thought the players would have got behind the manager. Maybe they did. Maybe they did get behind the manager. Just ran out of steam at the end. It looks like that is it. I did a show back in August. You can check it out on Dave's LFC Chats, talking about I'd be happy with a top 4 finish, back into the Champions League, and of course throw a cup in, and it's beautiful. So pretty much in line with what I said, but you have to be disappointed the way the season has finished. So I'm hoping we can win our last 3 games and send Klopp off into the night sky and into the Liverpool legendary folklore with 3 wins, break the 80-point barrier and send him off where he deserves to be sent off, and that is legendary status, because what a manager he has been, not only for Liverpool but for the Premier League and world football, by the way. But as I say, it's an unusual season for Liverpool. I was hoping for more. It is what it is. As I say, we've a new manager coming in the summer. We'll talk about that too. But Klopp has been unbelievable for the club. But top 4 finish, Carabao Cup, I'll take it. Okay, the weekend, players that have really impressed me for Liverpool this season, I have to say it, Alexis McAllister from Brighton. We brought him in at an absolute snip. What a player. Argentinian World Cup winner, of course, as well. So we knew, you don't win World Cups easy. So we knew he's going to be good. But he has really, really come on for Liverpool. Last 2 or 3 games gone a bit, but it's just so much football being played. But he is a real snip. He's a real boy for Liverpool. Absolute legend. He's going to only get better and better. Luis Diaz, of course, our Colombian prince on the wing, has ran his socks off, and he has had a crazy season. His dad got kidnapped earlier in the season, and I mean, that was a traumatic thing for his whole family and stuff. Luckily, that worked out okay in the end, but that had to affect him. He had a few injuries, but he does try. He gives us all 100%. So Luis Diaz and McAllister have been the 2 big players that have stood up for me this season. Honourable mentions to 2 young lads, of course. Conor Bradley, fullback, Northern Ireland international, has been unbelievable for us. What a season he has had. What a breakthrough season. And young Jarell Quansah at centre half. 2 guys with huge prospects and huge chances to become superstars. So keep your eye out for those 2, of course, too. But performances for Liverpool have been up and down. A bit like Spurs, to be fair. Some unbelievable performances, and then some just bang average performances where you don't know what's going to happen. Don't know what team's going to turn up. And this is the problem, with the finish this season. I was really hoping we could go right to the end with City and Arsenal, right to the end, three horse battle. I know it's not over yet, but realistically it is. It's City Arsenal now at the end of the day, isn't it? We just dropped off at the wrong time. We really have. And look, I just think we do play a lot of games, a lot of football. The demands on professional players now, especially in the Premier League, international football and all that type of thing, European football, throw it in. It's absolutely crazy. I'm sure Spurs will be probably saying the same thing. But with Klopp leaving as well in January, when he said it was an absolute shock. We're just hoping we could send them off with number 20, the Premier League in the bag, or maybe even the Europa League in my hometown in Dublin would have been lovely, because the final's in Dublin, but it isn't to be, and it's just the way it is. But the season, I suppose at the end of the day, we are where we are. We're probably where we are, and probably deserve to be where we are over a 38-match season. The league doesn't lie, does it? So you can win games you don't deserve to win. You lose games you don't deserve to win. So it works out, as I say, and it's a bit of a muchness, and you just have to take it on the chin and move on. And we are where we are. It looks like we're going to finish third. A bit of work to do to finish third, but 3rd place finish is not half bad. Carabao Cup in the bag, but just a bit disappointed with the FA Cup and Europa League the way it's finished there. But we go again. Who will win the league between City and Arsenal? To be fair, I'd say Manchester City. I just think they've got the experience. They've been there, done that. I know it's crazy with all those 115 charges up against them and stuff like that. I mean, will they be done? Who knows? Probably not. They'll probably get away with it. But Arsenal, a really good squad. They've come on this season. They'll go right to the end. But I just think City, at the end of the day, they've been there, done that, and they will win it. I think they'll win the last 3 games. They'll just win it. Probably by 2 points. They'll just win it. If you're asking me, City to win it. But you never know. But I think City will win. This one, earlier in the season, of course, you guys beat us 2-1. That was a crazy game, wasn't it? Liverpool finished with 9 men, injury time, OG from Matip, and of course that VAR crazy decision on Luis Diaz. I mean, we all look back on that and laugh at it, but really, I nearly started crying when I looked at it, a match of the day that night. That was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. VAR and referees got stick this season and has got deserved stick this season, but that was an absolutely crazy result. And I mean, Spurs don't have a great record, decent record at Spurs, but at Anfield they have a terrible record. But you got your win, but we moved on. Look, it's no use crying over spilt milk. It is what it is. We know what happened with the VAR. Should have been a goal, wasn't. That's it. I mean, it's just madness. It was like a comedy show. But that's over, and we want revenge on Sunday for Liverpool when we play us at Anfield. Ange Postecoglou, yeah, I like him. Yeah, I really do. I think he's a great manager. I think he is the man. I think Spurs fans should stick by Ange, big Ange. I think he's doing a good job. Seems a decent man, intelligent man, seems to say the right things and is not afraid to speak his mind and stuff like that. And, you know, very attacking football. It's going to be interesting to keep an eye on Klopp and him on the side. I think he's a Liverpool fan, as a boyhood Liverpool fan. We shall see. But I really do like him. And I think Spurs fans should stick by him. And he will bear fruit. I know it's gone a bit weird in the last Chelsea and a few games you've lost recently. And hoping you lose on Sunday. But I think you stick with him, get a few players in. You aren't there, right? You aren't there yet. There are 2 or 3 players in the summer. Who knows where you guys could end up? Yeah, and I think a few additions, and I think Spurs, you know, ones to watch next season. Players I would fear for Spurs against Liverpool on Sunday. I do like Son, Heung-min Son. I really do. Son, I think Son is an absolutely beautiful player. Direct, intelligent, good striker, good finisher of the ball. I'd love him at Liverpool. But Son, for me, is the one I would fear of all the other players at Spurs. Son is the one we have to keep an eye on. And he does like a goal against Liverpool. So Son would be the one I would be looking out for on Sunday. Players I'd like at Liverpool, as I say, Son, definitely. I'd love Son at Liverpool. Maddison in midfield. I loved him when he was at Leicester City, and he's done a good job. A lot of injuries as well. That's the only issue with Maddison, isn't a few injuries and stuff. But Maddison and Son, I'd love at Liverpool if we could get them. If you're listening, Big Ange, I'd love them at Liverpool, Son and Maddison, but I don't think they're going to sell them. There's no chance there. Spurs' record on Anfield is really poor. I think you've only lost one. You only won 1 game in 29 league games. 1 in 29. I'm hoping it stays like that on Sunday. I don't know why it is. It just is football the way it is. Some grounds, you just find like a hoodoo. Liverpool have it too. You know, some grounds they go to, they just don't get the results. You can have all the possession, you can have all the chances. It just matters a bit of scoreline at the end of the day. And Anfield seems to be one of those grounds for Spurs. They just can't seem to get the win. I mean, even last season when it went 3-3 and Rich Carlson was doing his pigeon dance and then Jota steps up and gets the winner 4-3. I mean, crazy scenes. I'm hoping for something similar on Sunday, a crazy game like that. Fun, attacking football, good football from both teams. That's what we really want, isn't it? Last few games of the season. But we shall see. And you're lucky Jota's out injured, so Jota will not be available. Slot coming in, Arnie. Slot coming in the summer. Well, it's not official, but it looks like he's coming in the summer. The Feyenoord manager, Klopp leaving, of course. I mean, look, he's been unbelievable since he came in October 2015. He's been unbelievable. First league in over 30 years. Champions League number 6 in the bag. 3 Champions League finals. Super Club World Cup. First time ever. Super Cups, Carabao Cups, FA Cups. I mean, absolutely legendary. Should be one more. We probably could have won another league or another Champions League, to be fair, with the teams we've had, with the win records we've had. But it wasn't to be. Just delighted to have Klopp. Sad to see him go. The legacy is there. He's a legend forever at Liverpool. It is what it is. We have to move on. Football's cyclical. We move on. Arne Slot's coming in. You guys, Spurs wanted him last season, apparently. But it looks like he's coming in. I like him. I do. He's similar to Klopp. Plays a similar system. He's very good in the pressers. I'm sure all the journalists are going to be looking forward to chatting to the bald one. Mourinho was the special one. Klopp was the normal one. He's got to be the bald one. But yeah, he looks good. Really excited. Look, worried as well. A little trepidation there, you know. Would it work? Will it not work? It's a big risk for Liverpool. Anybody replacing Klopp is a big, big risk. But I, for one, am absolutely delighted and excited. But we still have 3 games under Klopp. And one of them is against you guys on Sunday. My starting 11, I think Klopp will go with on Sunday is Alisson in goal. Has to go Rupert, has to go Kanate, has to go Van Dijk, Robertson and Trent at the back. In midfield, McAllister, Endo, and I think he'll give Jones another chance. He dropped off slightly since his injury, but I think he'll get another chance in midfield. We need that energy in midfield on Sunday. And up front, Luis Diaz, who's been brilliant this season, running socks off. Mo Salah, I think he's okay now with Klopp, so I think he'll get a starting lineup. And he does like a goal against Spurs as well, Mo Salah. He likes a goal against everybody, actually. And then on the other side, the Captain Chaos himself, Darwin, Chaotic, Nunez. So that's the front 3. Should give Spurs sleepless nights. I'm going to go Liverpool to beat Spurs 2-1. A reverse of what happened at Euroground earlier in the season. We want to get revenge. We want to finish the season on a high, but it won't be easy. Spurs are a good side. So that's it for me. Liverpool to beat Spurs 2-1. Stay safe. Talk soon. Cheers.